Hi foodies, I made some saltfish and butter beans with dumpling for breakfast, so I'm just gonna share that with you. Let's get started. Alright, so for the dumpling, I did flour, cornmeal, a little salt, a little sugar, and coconut milk powder. Of course, if you want to make, regular plain flour dumplings, go right ahead. You would just need your flour, your salt, and water. I just wanted to change it up a little bit. So I'll just mix all of this together first, and then I'll add enough water to form a dough. I'm not a big fan of a lot of cornmeal in my dumpling, but if I'm, feeling for something very filling, I'll add some cornmeal because it just makes the dumpling, more filling to me. Let me know if you agree. Flour dumplings can be filling, but they're a little lighter. When you put that cornmeal in there, it lasts you until lunchtime. You may not even need any lunch. Okay? So once the dough is kneaded, I'm just going to let it rest until I'm ready to make those dumplings. For the saltfish and butter beans, I'm going to start off with some coconut oil. And then I have some sweet pepper and onion strips. You can dice them if you prefer. I'm also adding garlic and Scotch bonnet slices. Fresh thyme is going in because, of course, that's going to add even more flavor. You can dice it up if you want to, or you can add it whole and then remove it. Now, this is the salted codfish. I boiled it, flaked it, and that's it. It's good to go. You want to remove some salt, of course, but not too much salt. I mean, not all the salt, because you need some of that flavor, right? And then I'm adding some tomatoes. Today I used some crushed allspice. We call this pimento in Jamaica. And then of course you're going to need some black pepper. This part is optional, but I like to add this most times. I'm adding some ketchup and a little hot water. Just going to stir that around and then mix everything together. Then we have the butter beans. I just drain it, rinse it, drain it again, and then add it right in. You're gonna mix everything together. You can add all-purpose seasoning if you want to, but in my opinion, it's not 100% necessary because the saltfish already has its own flavor. It's salty. So, you can add a little more black pepper if you want to. And then just cover this up and allow it to just cook over a low heat for a bit because you want the beans to absorb the flavors of everything else. Then add some scallion, okay? And that's that. Now for the dumpling, once it's rested, I rest it for like 30 minutes. Then I'm gonna form the dumplings. So of course you just break off your pieces. And there are many ways to form, a Caribbean style boiled dumpling. This is one of the easy ways. Just pinch it and then roll it in your palm and press. You're going to make sure that the pot has that boiling water going. Make sure it's really boiling and not at simmering point, okay? You want it hot. Drop the dumplings in there. And then after a few minutes, you can stir them, make sure that they're not sticking, and just cook them for about 15 to 20 minutes. If it's just flour dumpling, usually they cook faster, but with the cornmeal, you want to cook it longer to make sure that cornmeal is cooked. I made some fried ripe plantain too, so of course you just cut that up and fry it in some hot oil. Once the saltfish is looking good, then just serve it up. So I had it with the dumpling. I had a pear or avocado and the plantain, of course. Had some tea, and I was good to go. This is really delicious and filling, especially if you only have a small piece of saltfish. This is a good way to feed a lot of people in the house because the beans add more protein, make it nice and filling. Let me know when was the last time you made this. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.